my kind be extinct. Bad little G used to drink from the sink. Whoa, whoa. No TLC, I'm too lit, we can't creep. Flight to Miami, I stay with that heat. Hopped on the jet, cause it's a sweet. What? It's a sweet. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't doing.
It's like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my...
I'm going defeated. I'll take it one game at a time.
It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we'll get a look here at Devontae Adams. He was a machine for them last week with several touchdowns on top of triple digits receiving. It's the Raiders and the Chargers, and it's all up next.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the L.A. Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a third-year pro and third overall pick from North Dakota State. He's battled injuries early in his career, trying to stay healthy now, and it's Trey Lance.
And he's looking good now. I mean, 5 touchdown passes in the last game. Okay, he threw a couple of interceptions. That's a little bit of a concern. But I remember a basketball coach telling me one time, he had a guy average about 40 points a game. And he said the press got all over him because he didn't play much defense. He said he's averaging over 40 a game. The guy against him's not scoring that. We still have the advantage.
Yeah, and they got the win last week in that effort.
Even better. It's always best to clean up things after a win than after a loss.
A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Lance going to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Now Lance.
Wow.
Traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Oh, yeah. I'll do that pick.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete.
No highs on the drive.
Defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. Here's 2nd and 3. It's Eckler again.
Come on, get off the block.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Trey Tucker. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Lance looking to throw it.
Gotta catch it.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer.
Let's go.
He's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Ain't going to work, though.
Here's Jacobs.
That's some yards right there.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Jacobs, here he comes.
Jacobs going to try the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Raiders at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down try that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Lance. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
Tackle on, fit.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
More from L.A. in a moment. 3rd and 2. Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And it appears we have a Charger shaking out on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert throwing again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1.
Nope. Let's go. Good play, Merrick. Let's go. You got to take that through. Oh, they're going to go for it.
Now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
That's what Staley does do, though. He do go for it.
To be able to hold them to 3. They'll run for it with Eckler.
Ah, come on. You got to get there.
They'll have a first down at about the 21-yard line. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
2nd down and 8. On the option right, Herbert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up good about what they did.
Good play, Marcus. Holding the three. Holding the three. Let's go.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break at this point. Let's say week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs.
Let's go. That's a first. That's a first.
Down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
Pretty
good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
And Notre Dame seems to be turning into tight end U. And they just seem to churn out those reliable chain-moving pass catchers. And Mayer, one of the best in that line. Las Vegas, fortunate to get him in round 2 and plug him in as a starter.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance.
It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So how about the coverage we just saw them break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long.
Defensive struggle right now.
That one as well.
For real.
And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well. And teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, Eckler. Stiff-armed him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Here's Herbert. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Well, 26 with a gain of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. Here's Herbert.
There we go. Put some pressure on him.
Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Let's go.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back.
I can't throw it. I ain't got the offensive line not blocking.
And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. He is out of bounds right around the 34. 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Lance dancing to his left. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Lance now on first down. They'll roll him out right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage. Here we go.
A final shot before half for Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the Bears who pick up the victory at home. Dalvin Cook, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. 2 touchdown passes there for Brock Purdy.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert now. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Going to throw on 3rd down.
Got him. Spillane. Let's go.
Got him. Robert Spillane with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded at the 33. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead.
Mayer got hurt.
Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And now they'll throw with Lance.
Oh, where from? You got to check it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone.
Really goes to Meyer,
they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. He's got Hooper on the short connection.
Let's go.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Oh, no blocking. Y'all got to block.
Seeing nowhere to throw, he he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Come on, Renfro, you got to get open. Come on.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Hit.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up
I got to score.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
No blocking.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance.
Devontae Adams, let's go.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Lance now on 1st down.
Devontae Adams. Let's go. Let's
They
go.
were able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a 1st down.
Jacobs.
Touchdown. Touchdown. Let's go.
Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Let's go. Let's go.
They didn't
Come on.
want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying
Nice
the ball
plays,
game and
man.
feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First down.
Yeah, try to get him. Yes, sir.
This one's going to go
Let's go.
the way, losing yardage back at the 42.
Trying to get cute.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now it's Herbert.
I told you he couldn't get there.
And it's Mike Williams.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert on first down now. That's going to be
Oh, you got to knock the ball out.
doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Xander Horvath, his first touchdown on the year.
Well, they're
and the
gonna try to go for
Chargers have
2.
answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Hmm.
And this will be caught. as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And that is incomplete.
Got an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And Lance going to throw.
Come on. Make it go.
It's incomplete.
Yeah.
Looking for Michael Mayer on the play. But now it'll be 3rd down. Right where the set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Let's go.
To the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's got it to about the 40.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but more mainly they want him out there. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Mayor.
Heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Let's
That'll
go.
give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Back to the running game with
Jacob.
What's up?
What's up, Woody? How you doing?
123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Josh Jacob.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
I subbed.
Appreciate that, man. Good looking.
Here's Jacobs. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
A give, it's Jacobs off the
touchdown. Touchdown. Let's go.
Touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his second.
Yeah, OFC, I love watching Madden vids anyway.
And the Raiders are an extra point
Appreciate
away
that.
from
I'll be watching them too.
Here in the 4th. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson.
I wanted to go for 2, but I got to play smart.
No
man, right
sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. Now this
Gotta play
one's
some
setting
defense,
up
man.
for
For
a
real, they're gonna
great
try to run the
finish.
ball with
Tied in
Eggler.
the 4th as the kick's away. And Davis continues
got
to bring
this.
this out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news,
Eagles, my fast team.
to try to grab that lead back.
Eagles, y'all go. Y'all raw.
It's Herbert.
Pick, give me that. Marcus Peters. Marcus Peters. Marcus Peters. Let's go.
Will be set up now
Let's
as he
go.
brings this thing all the
Come
way
on,
back
let's
inside
go.
the 20. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball
I
game.
needed that one.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it
W.
usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Josh Jacobs.
And brought
Get
down,
off
but
him.
not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Oh,
A stoppage here following the play, and it looks like Josh Jacobs
What?
was shaken up. And in
After
need of
that
some
run?
assistance. More from L.A. in a moment. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Jameer White. Butt down, touchdown.
And he'll take
Let's
it
go.
into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Zameer White taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half.
Devontae Adams. You know he gonna catch that. Mr. Snag'em.
From closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Hit Bruce. Yeah, I'll sit him out. He did enough. He did enough.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a
Nah, don't help his ass up. Let him get up. He's on his own.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Herbert.
That pick. Marcus Peters again. Marcus Peters. He could. He's slow.
Terrific return.
Let's go.
They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
That was low-key the same play, though. He picked it the exact same way the last time.
But he throws it anyway.
G.O.D.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Face with tears of joy.
This one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the
Josh
football,
Jacobs,
taking care
dude.
of the ball, all the ball
Josh
security
Jacobs,
terms
dude.
have been used, they come into play for the guys.
Josh Jacobs,
Just
dude.
take care of it, and they've got a
I was
good
trying to
chance
trap
of
you.
ending up winning this game.
I should have
And he's
juked him.
brought down.
Have to chuckle to yourself a little bit, Brandon.
Take that, rewind it back.
I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call him.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
He said, F that. He coming back into the game.
Raiders fan.
Yes, I am, for sure.
4-0 as they extend their lead.
Oh, what a luxury it is to be
I
able
love
to
the Raiders.
like
I know we suck and all of that, but that's my team, for sure.
220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get
Till I
in there
die.
and get the tough yards.
Raider Nation for life.
I'm an Eagles fan.
The Eagles, you guys is filthy. Y'all doing y'all thing, though, man, for sure. You guys just won yesterday, too. Y'all gave Miami the business.
This is one of my fads still.
Oh, yeah, bet. That's your second team?
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers down by 15. Just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning.
All right, bet. That's what's up. You from Philly?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Ooh, good hit,
Short pass. This is Everett. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
No.
Herbert. And that's caught by Williams.
9.
Oh, New York, that's what's up.
Defense, right? They're going to tell you. You can have 6, 7 yards. Do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
They're going to go for it. Typical Chargers fashion. And I'm going to get the ball back.
4th and inches. They snap it to Herbert.
Wow. I seen that coming, too. It's all good.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Throwing on first down,
Marcus
but this
Ant.
one winds up to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale.
He must want to throw another pick. He keep throwing it. Keep playing around.
So they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Blaine, get down on the ground, sir.
And he's going to go down. The Chargers going to
Robert
signal for the
Spillane out
first of their
there.
timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Nickel.
Now throwing on
Y'all gonna go for it? Go for it. Go for it.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Or interception.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time.
Our man, I will see you. I'm go play Madden Mobile. Keep believing in itself, bro. You got this. I'm tune in.
Thank you, bro.
His 4th
Appreciate that.
on the year. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays
I was
off
in the
with
wrong
6
play, though.
points.
Called the wrong fucking play. It's all good. They just playing for pride. The game's over.
This gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point
They're gonna
conversion.
kick it.
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Good job, Jacob.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. That is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over once again.
Devontae, stop. It's all good.
Here's 1st and 10. Herbert going to throw. He's got Eckler.
They ain't got no timeout.
Across the 35. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use.
That's why they scored the last time, because I was in the wrong defense.
Herbert.
Crosby.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point
This
in the game.
their last chance.
One last throw here for Herbert.
Nope. Game over.
So their final drive comes up empty.
I was trying to get cute on that throw. When I threw that pick, it's all good though. Devontae stopped running on the play.
On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle.
I threw like 4 picks, I think, or 3. I think it was 3.
That was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
You know the Chargers are going to choke in the end.
So for the Raiders, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew.
That's just a 97 overall. That's almost a 99. One injury. Seems like everybody just getting hurt. I don't know if the teamer got to dislocate a wrist. Got the Packers. Jenkins about to run away. He's about to win the rushing title again. I don't want to jinx it, but right now he's leading the charge. Derrick Henry, one of his teammates, former teammates at Alabama, is right behind him. And also Egler's third. Boy, man, Crosby.
What's up? You. No. Nye. Our man, I will see you. I'ma go play Madden Mobile. Keep believing in itself, bro. You got this. I'ma tune in.
Yeah, that's man Crosby right there. Yeah. He was talking about it as far as the scout. I figure out who I'm gonna get in the draft. So Michael Penix Jr., J.J. McCarthy, Barnett, Quinn Ewers. Davis Walker, he's 6'7". Bucky Irvin, East Coast though. From Oregon, East Coast. Blake Corum. Or Harrison probably second, third pick. Depends on who go. We'll see what happens though. It's a long way to go. I like pitching from Miami though. Get to this game though. Beat these Packers right quick. They're 2-2. Alright.
It's week 5 of the National Football League, and this one features Josh Jacobs. He was terrific a week ago, well over 100 yards and several stops in the end zone. It's the Raiders and the Packers under the lights on Monday night.
Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. It's been all systems going this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers,
AJ Dillon.
They were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And I like his honesty, because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say, that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions. Didn't find the end zone throwing the ball. But his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy. But somehow
they won.
Yeah, what I loved about is when he told us about the defense kind of corralling him in the locker room and said,
I could try to stack the line of scrimmage. It's not really going to work, though. That's some yards.
First carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this.
That's like already 5 yards right there per carry he getting right now.
Unreal. Not just in terms
Just
of
like in real
yardage,
life.
Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. You look at this Packers defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him
Davante Adams. Let's go. First down. This is OT.
They have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. The Raiders at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence, and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator
to
take a big shot
downfield. I'm not going to press the issue, though.
Let's see. First down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Jacobs going to try the middle.
Oh.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line.
Josh Jacobs, dude.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true.
Raiders always been a running team through their whole history.
They want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Ooh, oh.
Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because
I just missed the throw. That should have been a completion, though.
Stops. They can keep them out of that area.
They run it with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Mayer.
Here's Lance. And that is
I ain't had time.
incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The kick by Carlson is good. And
Best kicker in the game.
To a 3-0 advantage.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
So here are the new look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball?
I said they're going to run the ball with Aaron Jones.
The ball in the end zone with a receiver.
The numbers for Jones last week,
17 carries, 87 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
Ready, go. Ready.
Off the play fake, Love.
Nope. Let's go out of bounds. Matt Crosby was coming. He almost got there.
Cox is tight end, but now it's 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Matt Crosby. Somebody call the police. And you see Matt Crosby call the police.
He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. Let's take it inside his own 40.
I shouldn't even in front. See, that's why I got hurt. I ain't even trying to play special teams. Really, though. Hold on. Go ahead and nip that in the bud right now. I ain't playing special teams. And you mean for defense. I play defense.
And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
Josh Jacobs do all this on his own, really. He's just that good. Really, though. Ooh, good tackle. That was a good tackle. Y'all gonna have to do that, but it's a long game, though.
The sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield, creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders.
A good punt. Went in the end zone.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do
Aaron Jones really does do that, though.
But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting.
Matt Crosby.
Carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Throwing on 2nd and long. Love.
Ooh, good tackle. Crosby. Yeah, put him in the ground. Plant his ass right there.
Yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Welcome to the dark side, baby.
Throwing. Love.
Yeah, get up out of there. Honey, give me the ball.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Josh Jacobs.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Flush to his right.
Damn, I ain't got no blocking.
across here as he's taken down. Was Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
He just can't get open, the line not blocking. I mean, I can't run the ball the whole damn game. Shit.
Remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now it looks like we've got a Raider.
Somebody else hurt. They just dropping like flies left and right.
This is 2nd and long. Love looking to throw it. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Love now.
He got scared.
Incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also
he out for the game.
He's
probably going to miss a couple more games.
He nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Spillane got pushed out the way. He was there.
Touchdown, Packers. No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jacobs from the gun.
Josh on him over.
3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Work in the middle of the field.
Oh, now Devontae's hurt.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. And Lance now to throw. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter.
1st down.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Hey.
Pick up there at 22.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Down inside the 40.
Yeah, somebody else is hurt.
Stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaking
Broken
up
rib. Yeah.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And Lance going to throw. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They go with Jacobs. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
Fighting through,
he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. There he goes left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action. Love to throw.
You're off the block.
And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Now a second down throw for Love here. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to have another first down.
Somebody else is hurt.
Comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break.
Oh, team going to be on IR soon, damn.
This. Now a first down carry.
Fumble. Get the ball.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's Love.
Packer team.
He'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Teamer again.
Pressure, they got him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And Lance's and this throw brought in here by Mayer. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's 2nd and 7.
He's on the ball.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And they'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. It'll be a gain of 4 here, and it will take us to the end of the first half of play. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. final shot before half for Lance. Oh, and his
another
early
pick.
struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute.
As
but
we are
first,
off to Orlando
time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
Halftime report. Coach?
We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the visiting Texans who were able to come away with the road victory. Tank Dell, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were...
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw now. Here's Love. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Play action this time with Love.
Right, they left him wide open, man.
Cox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 17-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small
manageable
sprint to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
To throw, it's Lance. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Lance looking to throw it.
And hold on to the ball, Carter. Come on. You got to hold on to it.
As he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive.
Pick it, Peter.
Pick right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he's feeling that hit.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Love. Pressure
Crosby.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here.
Somebody got to get open, though.
Now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And Lance, he's going to change the play. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance escaping the pressure right. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And he knocks the ball
Gotta get open,
away.
Renfro.
It falls incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
On 3rd down, here
Good
comes
block.
Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Lance steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
While he's open, man. I can't just throw it.
Only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance.
Another
and for the
pick.
4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quay Walker. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Love, they go play action now. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack. But the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Let's go.
Now Love. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson from 6 yards away, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boswell good with the extra
win them all, man. I was trying to.
5 plays there on that drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Las Vegas' offense back out.
He's quick though. I need his speed though.
Go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Josh Jacobs, I ain't gonna give up. I ain't gonna give up. I ain't gonna give up. Come on.
He will score.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, and he's going to have him go for 2. Lance going to try to throw for this.
That's the ball, Meyer.
They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. And he's free going down the left side.
Catch him.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. 126 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. First down, going to the air with Love. That's complete to Dobbs. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Love.
You dropped it.
Over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will finish off this third quarter of play. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raiders heading out to take over. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Blue check.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
Another one of my players.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Lance to throw on 2nd down here. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Go for it, huh? Okay, the game already over with.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Delay of game, offense.
I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at about the 28. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaking up.
Damn.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
Hit.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Bernie, good hit.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
That's Crosby.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Max Crosby, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, Carter. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out come the Raiders. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And
catch the ball.
I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lance on the move to his left. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Flushed out right. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you got to lose, man, so you can learn. It's all good.
Let's go.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 166 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And quickly they get to the line. On 2nd down, Jacobs. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And Lance going to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down. They needed 3. They got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
17. Ready?
Jacobs going to try the middle. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the option, running left is Lance. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Ready.
Throwing now is Lance. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Being chased out left.
Yeah, Cole Miller got hurt.
Short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Desperation time here. Lance. And this is caught. Touchdown.
I ain't going to give up.
Jacoby Myers. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game. And that kneel down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you've won a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they've got to feel great about taking a knee here.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys,
horrible game,
if we
man.
do
Overall,
this, and this.
Horrible. I'm going to bounce back, though, for sure. Adams going to miss for a week. He's an interception leader. He has 3. Stephon Gilmore 2. Raquan Smith has 2. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe to the videos. Man, I'm coming out as many videos as I can. I may have a couple videos I'm gonna post up later on today, or if not, maybe later tonight. I have some superstar mode too. Been dropping those videos too. So yeah, man. Y'all stay up, man. God bless y'all, man. 1.